Good morning, Warriors. I'm Maddie O'Brien.
And I'm Julianne Cooney. Today's December 21st, Day C.
Tomorrow we will have a modified schedule due to our annual holiday concert, and Friday is a half day.
That's right, and many advisors around the school decorate their doors to show their holiday spirit. Check it out.
And just before the holidays, boys basketball has their first home game of the season tonight against Pomperog, right in the field house at 7 p.m.
That's right. Should be a great game tonight.
So please come to the field house and show your support for the Warriors.
And let's see what our holiday breaks forecast looks like, with some help from our very own Ethan Reichgut. Take it away, Ethan.
Our normal weatherman, Jackson Dill, wasn't feeling great today, so I'm filling in for him this week. Going into the week and into the first few days of your Christmas break, it's going to be significantly warmer than these last couple of mornings. Instead of the chilly 20s and 30s, we're going to be in the low to mid 40s all throughout the week, getting even warmer for the weekend and into the start of your Christmas break. Taking a closer look at this weekend, the first few days of Hanukkah and your Christmas, it's going to be significantly warmer than the early parts of this past week. We're going to be in the mid to high 40s, up to 47 on your Sunday, your Christmas day. Unfortunately, we will not be having a white Christmas this year, but at least try to enjoy the sunny, warm weather.
Thanks, Ethan. In case you missed it last week, stay tuned at the end of the episode for a segment on Model Congress's successful Yale University trip.
You can email us at wetv@wiltonps.org with any comments or concerns you have for the show.
I'm Maddie O'Brien.
I'm Julianne Cooney, and have a great holiday break.
All right, thanks guys. I'm joined here this morning by Cameron Berg. Thank you very much for joining us. He's the Vice President of Model Congress. Cameron, what is Model Congress?
So thanks for having me, Chris. Model Congress it's basically a club that we have at the high school. It sounds, a little intimidating for people who don't really know what it is, but it's essentially a bunch of students kind of coming together and talking about politics. We have very liberal people in the club, we have very conservative people in the club, and everyone in between. So, we meet on a weekly basis on Thursdays in Mr. Dunage's room, and we talk about any political issue you can think of: gun control, college education, everything. So if you're a student, you're interested in politics, if something like that interests you, if talking about it with other students in a controlled setting interests you, then Model Congress is really something you want to look at.
Cameron, I understand that last week the team traveled to Yale. Can you explain that experience?
Yeah, so we have a few conferences that we do every year. One of them is Yale, another one we go to is Harvard. So what Yale is we go for a few days, and it really is Model Congress. So we are really doing a simulation of how Congress works. Every kid is assigned to a committee, which is just like a normal Congress. In the committee, everyone brings bills. And after you write the bills, you're debating them in your committee. And bills that pass committee go to the full House, which is kids are assigned to a Senate or a House of Representatives. And then they're debated in the full session where you have 100 kids there. You go up and talk about it. And then if they pass, they get signed by the president. There's also simulations of the executive branch and the Supreme Court and all that. But that's a little more complicated. But the vast majority of kids are doing the Congress simulation.
How did our school do overall?
We did really well. So we had 19 kids that were there, and we won 10 awards. I think the vast majority of them were honorable mentions, which are given to kids who do really well in their committees. There were a few Best Delegate Awards, which were given to kids who placed first in their committees. And we had one Best Legislation Award. All that information can also be found, Good Morning Wilton, Wilton Village, or Wilton Bolt, and they all reported on this, and they have the names for all those too.
That's great. Congratulations to everyone at the event.
Thank
so,
you, Chris.
Cameron, can you explain how one can join Model Congress?
Yes, one can join Model Congress by going to Mr. Dunage's room Thursdays right after school. New members are always welcome and encouraged to join us. Again, if you have an interest in politics, if you're interested in the 2016 election or any issues brought up in the election, we know that it was very contentious, very heated. So we know that right now a lot of kids are really interested in finding out really what they believe and how, what they really stand for. So Model Congress gives kids a real, an actual strong way to look at that and to examine that. So if you're interested, if that sounds interesting to you, then we encourage everybody from all 4 grades to join.
Great. Cameron, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Back to you guys.